The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this.
Are getting picked here. And with that, the composition, it seems like Joytime United have been focusing down on the junglers. Meanwhile, Team PO are focusing more onto the utility that can help the jungler. But I would like to mention the Granger is still a very viable pick even after all the nerfs that the Granger has received. So we might be seeing a Granger ban coming in from either side. Not sure though which side will it be. I do feel like it should be the side of Team PO to ban out the Granger, and we do know that the chip got buffed as well. The fact that it can teleport from anywhere on the map to any of the portals right now, it just becomes a bigger threat because, of course, you get that utility even more out of this chip because he can teleport from anywhere, and if he can flank like that, he becomes a bigger threat. The macro potential always there on him, and with that, Team PO will not be banning out the Granger. It seems like they're more interested in taking out the Hylos. And the first pick right now, it can be the Granger, but instead, Joytime will like to log on to that Badang. Now we will be focused on to seeing if Team PO can take good enough trades for themselves because now they have the opportunity to pick two. But will they be able to do that? That is the question here. And Team PO take up the Gatot Kacha. Very good pick so far. And The next one they can pick up is going to be the Granger, it seems, or it can even be the Harriet. And the Harriet and the Granger can be very good picks for the goal lane, but instead they decide to go for something that can counter the Granger if picked up here by Joytime. Is going to be is going to be the Moskov getting picked here by Joytime. Sorry, by Pio. And with that, the next pick coming in from Team Joytime, they need to deal with the fact that they have taken away the Gatot Kacha. So you cannot really pick up the Give right now in the mid lane. And anything that lacks mobility will have trouble going up against the AOG because you'll be forced to use the flicker to escape in time. And that is exactly why right now Joytime United needs to pick up heroes with mobility or with crowd control immunity. And with that, here we see the Granger finally arriving in the hands of Hunter. And Joytime will be looking to make the most out of it because we all know the Granger does like to play on the aggressive, and with the help of that Sonata, he will be maintaining distance while dishing out a lot of damage onto the Moskov on the side of Team PO. And with that, there comes the highest banned assassin, highest picked assassin, whatever you call it. Steel cables, cutthroat, always going to be there as a threat for this Granger on the side of Joytime is going to be the Fanny being locked on here by PO. They will not be able to ban this out. Of course, the ban slots have run out here. Team P will be banning out the phobias as well to make sure that the Fanny and the Moskov won't be having any trouble. On the other side, Joytime, they do not want to take it into the late games and don't want the balance shifted towards Team PO in the later phases, because of which they will be banning out the Sicilian. Standard ban so far, nothing out of the ordinary. But right now, Team PO have the opportunity to take out a jungler if they want. They can definitely go for the Suyu if they want to do so. And with that, the Joy getting already banned, the Joy and Suyu, one of the most big junglers. And yep, they definitely do that. Look at Team PO, they take out the Suyo here. And Suya, of course, we all know a very good hero, especially because it can get the snowball that it wants in the early game, especially with the lineup that Joytime has right now. A lot of utility being provided here by the Badang and the Aurora. You want to take that Suyo if you want to get that snowball going. And Team PO will be denying them of that, but you have the opportunity to pick up an Alpha if you want to do so. And they do understand that you have a Badang with a fist crack, and you also have the Aurora with the Frigid Glacier. You don't want to give away those ultimates to the enemy side, and that is exactly why we'll be seeing a Valentina getting picked here. We're getting banned out here, and with that, the first pick coming in the second phase from Team PO will be the Farsa. Very good pick actually, because we know the range that the Granger can provide is extreme, and the same goes for this Farsa, which will be able to maintain the distance while dishing out a lot of damage with the help of that Feather Air Strike. And this is going to be Team Joy time. We're going to pick up two heroes right now to make sure that their draft becomes solid. Right now, they're going to pick up the Roamer, or it might be possible that they're sending the Badang to the Roam as well. But after the recent nerf, it won't be a wise decision to send the Badang to the Roam. So, right now, Joy time. Let's see what they go for here. I would definitely love to see the classic Tigreal. And look at that. Classic Tigreal pops up right on the screen. And we go for a Ling actually, out of everyone's surprise. Ling not the best, especially when you're going up against the Moskov. The Ling definitely faces some sort of issue, but it's going to be good for taking out the Farsa. And the last pick coming in from Team PO will be the Akai to, you know, get away from the Tigreal with that heavy spin. And not just that, the Ling as well faces a lot of trouble picking up his blades when the Akai uses that heavy spin. And with the draft being complete, both the sides looking strong so far. Every single points that we need to see from a composition getting covered here. In the late game, the side of Team Joytime United do have the Granger, and that is exactly why it will be very, very dependent on this Granger to provide the damage, because rest of the members are just there for the utility. And right now, we're going to be heading into the land of Dawn really quickly. But before we do that, I would like to tell you what. I'd like to inform you people once again. This is JOYTIME CUP Party Jumping, MOBA Legends Annual Holy Tournament organized by JOYTIME United. And with that, We're seeing the first match between Team Joytime United and Team PO. And it will be interesting to see if they can make this work for themselves. Because of course it's the best of one. If you lose once, you are done, and you don't want to be losing out. Especially because you can take the advantage and stay in the upper brackets. Meanwhile, the opponents have to play a lot more to get ahead. So if you want to do well, you really want to win this match out. But with that being said, Fanny already onto the blue buff will take the red first to make sure that the blue buff still stays on the Fanny and the turtle is up. And with that, Moskov and Granger, pretty standard blows happening between the two goal laners, and Moskov clearly recalling in the bush to no avail, but it's the Granger taking down the goal from the goal lane crab, because we all know the goal that it provides will be coming in very handy as well. But right now the Granger does not really need to rely too much onto the farm, must be focusing more onto the stacks, and it seems like finally the rotation is taking place towards the top side. We all know the gold lane did get nerfed in the recent patch. The amount of gold that you receive from the cannon minions, the siege minions, and also the gold crab has been reduced. So it's going to be very interesting to see if the Granger and the Moskva will still be able to farm up the same way, or will they be facing some problems. As like I mentioned, the gold that you get out of the siege minions, as well as it was that from Aurora, a very big mistake, and right now the Sacred Hammer coming in onto the Akai, and there comes Chemical Blade as well. Skyfix will be able to get one, but it seems that it's the Aurora who takes him down, and with that, Fanny takes down the Fanny takes down the Link as well. A great start, especially for the side of Team PO, as Joytime United have failed to do the same because the jungler got the advantage. They took down the jungler, and on the other side they took down the roamers. So of course, one who took down the jungler is going to have the biggest advantage here, but it seems like the Aurora is in some trouble. There comes the AOG. Aurora able to flicker away. And with that, the fist grab connecting, and with that, the double cutter will still be able to survive. Fanny arrives, and with that, the air strike, and seems like the Tiger will fall down in the hands of James as he will get that kill. Fanny is rocking, he's having 2 kills into his team. Gets the turtle as well right now. Onto the turtle already. There seems to be no contest coming in from Joytime, as they do not have enough resources to do so. See that Badang will get a hand, he will try it. Psychic. Yes, still inside, and with that, a good temperature blade coming in. Now they want to retreat back, and definitely they'll do that. But they did try, they had the idea, the execution was lacking. And they need to focus on that the next time around when they go for the turtle pit fight. But so far, farm difference definitely favoring the side of Team PO. And it has not been a smooth game so far. Right now, the Sacred Hammer coming in. Feather Airstrike once again coming in from the Farsa, as he will be able to zone away and force that flicker out of the Tiger. Denise not having the best time so far. Has been taken down once, and it's not a good job once again. Look at the Fanny, takes down one more in the bottom side. It's going to be the Padang who will be falling down. James here rocking 3 kills all by himself with that bloody retribution as well. So it just speaks for itself, but the Fanny is still a great threat. No matter if you're not having the best of your time. Skyfix enters the wrong bush, and right now he might get taken down. Does have the pinch points to get away. Prime Sky will try to get that minion, and will try to recall because he's not having enough HP at the moment. And with that, the Badang arrives to the scene, does take a lot of damage on the way. Feather Airstrike coming in once again. And the far side as well, a very, very buffed hero. We all know the Feather Airstrike does deal a significant amount of damage, and right now, when you level up the Feather Airstrike, you get 1 second cooldown reduction onto the passive, and that is exactly why the Moskov uses the flicker to get away, because the Tiger was coming. The Kata seems to be taking a lot of damage. Revitalizing force out as well. And it seems like Akai wants to go in for an initiation onto the Granger, but will it be worth it? Because the Tiger is still around. It might be able to interrupt the heavy spin, and because of which they will be playing it safe for now. The Tiger, yeah, there comes the heavy spin, and there comes the Feather Airstrike as well. AOG 3 ultimates used just for that Tiger. And that just speaks for itself that okay. On the other side though, look at that, the Link takes down the Fanny. Interesting thing happening all across the map. They focused onto the Granger, and on the other side the Fanny gets taken down. That is exactly what JOYTIME United is known for. They're known for the aggressive plays. They're known for taking control. And right now they have just that. And right now it seems like Badam might be in some trouble. But he will be able to get away in the nick of time as Prime Sky is working on to the turtle. He does have a retribution on him, so it won't be a problem if the enemy decides to come inside. But for now, the EXP lane and the roamer from the side of Team JOYTIME are having a lot of problems going up against the Akai and the Kacha. And there comes the flicker implosion, but does not really connect. And there comes the Tempest of Blaze as well. Will there be enough damage to take down? And there is not. As the Revitalize helps and sustenance, Fanny will get that turtle as well. There seems to be not enough damage in the hands of the Ling, as he was not able to take the Kacha down, even though he was 1 HP. But on the other side, Thomas Shelby will get a very good trade. 1v1. He took down the Moskov and the turtle take, and the kills that were taken away by Team PO will be neutralized with the help of that elimination on the far side of the map. With that, Vigyarani just picked up the glowing wand. Is going to be very useful because we all know the glowing wand does have very good abilities such as the life drain, which actually allows you to reduce the lifesteal of the enemies. And with that, the Ling arrives to the situation. Prime Sky will be trying to take away that blue buff because he does need it. On the other side, we look at the, and there comes the stun from the Moskov, and Thomas Shelby still able to get away somehow. But that will be a turret getting taken down here. On the other side though, it seems like the Ling does want to go in for the Fanny once again, but he will not be doing so. He will be clearing the far side. The Kacha getting caught. There comes the implosion, and everything was thrown on him, and he will get taken down immediately. On the other side though, it seems like Team PO is focused on pushing down those turrets, and they are into the mid lane area, but they will be safe for now. As we all see right now that JOYTIME United have not been able to get a single tower across the map. Meanwhile, Team PO has been able to do the same, and in a very good way. For now though, Moscow might be getting caught here, but he does use the flicker to get out of harm's way. And the turtle coming up in less than 10 seconds. It is the last turtle, and there comes the heavy spin. No one is able to save Hunter, as Hunter will fall down to the feather airstrike. The Farsa has been doing a very phenomenal job, and with that, Prime Sky will get taken down by James. 1v1 happening between the two junglers, and it will be the Fanny coming out on top. With that, we are coming to the third turtle. The third turtle might be skipped here by Team PO, as they do have enough farm lead. And with that, the Tigreal falling down once again, this time into the hands of the enemy roamer. Akai able to get one, and on the other side, a revenge elimination secured here by the Moskov as he takes down the Granger in a 1v1. These duels keep happening all across the map, and it seems like so far it has not been JOYTIME United. It has been Team PO who has been able to get the better out of those 1v1s. And with that, right now, it seems like Team PO wants to go for the Lord, and there is a clear indication because the Moskov is already onto it. Prime Sky will be zoned out, and he will not be able to contest it as he has used up the retribution as well. And forcing out the retribution means he will not be able to contest the Lord. But Hunter still wants to go in. He wants to try his luck, but he will not be able to do so, as he will not be able to get Lord Rimmer on the other side. Look at the Fanny going in heavily onto the Tigreal. Will get taken down once again. This Fanny is on 6 kills. He has been taken down once though. But it is still a very good game that the side of Team PO has played so far. JOYTIME has struggled quite a lot, especially with this lane tip. I definitely feel like Bane would have been a much better pick, but there comes the Physique Glacier. A lot of damage being placed, but AOG and Feather Airstrike will be there to zone away the members of JOYTIME, as they are forced to stay inside their bases and defend this Lord. They do have the holy defense up on the bottom side, so it should not be it should be an easy task to defend the first Lord, but you know, after the recent update, it does march down so a little bit more harder than before. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for the side of JOYTIME to defend this Lord, but will they be able to do so? That is the question here being proposed in front of them. And inside, there comes heavy spin, but is it perfect? Yes, it's perfect onto the Tigreal. Tigreal taking the own explosion coming in, not enough to take on the Tigreal. He will get that kill. On the other side, look at that. First shot coming in, and Zenith will get taken on as well. And here comes the Feather Airstrike. Okay, Fanny tables cables taken down. Thomas Shelby getting that kill there. Prime Sky able to do a good job as well. And with that, a
Blue team
successful
turret
defense
has been
coming in from
destroyed.
JOYTIME. JOYTIME have put up a good defense, but they need to continue doing the same if they want to take it and try to get a win out of this. But with that, on the other side, we can see the Ling going in for those turrets. He does want to push them down early before the enemy can do something. Got enemy, all dead, almost dead. Don't have the Fanny yet on the map, so the mobility definitely not there. So take the advantage, push down those turrets. But they do have the Moskov though, who can come in anytime with the SOD. But he does not really have it yet. But like just as I said, as SOD comes online, the green light appears right behind his, near his icon. So we can see that the Moskov does have the SOD right now. But so far, Badang has been able to stack up the Thunderbelt stacks quite a lot, and that is exactly why. Will be very okay. There comes in mid-air. He catches that Ling. Prime Sky, phenomenal job with that unbreakable. Sorry, it was actually Zoo, the Zeni, the Gatot, who did a phenomenal job with that unbreakable, catching the Ling mid-air with the unbreakable. And it's not something I've seen over there, but so far it seems like the Akai does understand that there might be someone there. And there comes the heavy spin once again. The Granger will get caught out. Thomas Shelby, the wrong move there coming in from him. Not Sigma of him to do that. And Prime Sky trying to do some things across the map, but it seems like he does not understand that he cannot do that when up against Moscow, especially in the late game. And now he wants to go for the buff, but does he have enough to be able to do that? Let's see. So far, Prime Sky does not want to contest it yet because his teammates are not able to zone them away. And with that, does not have the blue buff, should want to go for the split pushes though right now. Fanny picks up the Hunter Strike as well. A lot of items getting picked up here and there. Denise wants to go for the fleeting time, even though he has not been able to provide enough assistance for his team. Fanny flexing out the cables quite a bit. An entertaining show for us here. Being put up here tonight by James. Dead Sonata to reveal the enemy's position. There comes the Sacred Hammer, not the right target, but once again there comes the heavy spin. And look at that, the Feather Airstrike coming in as well. Oh, SOD, AOG, everything being showed right here on the top of Denise. He will get taken down, but oh, it seems like comeback might have happened here because there was a lot of damage in this. Oh, Moskov coming in with the flicker. He wants to go in for more, but finally his swords, his spears have been stopped. But is there enough to still keep him at bay? They have the Aurora, they have the Granger. But on the other side, they do have 3 members. Still, it is going to be the Moskov, the Gatot, and the Fanny who are trying to end the game here for Team PO. Team PO have played a good game so far. JOYTIME United, a worthy opponent up against them. And right now, the Lord marching down the top lane side. It's the responsibility of Thomas Shelby to clear out the Lord. But he does need a front line to be able to do that. And okay, so they're coming in. Look at the Moskov coming in behind. With that, he will be taken down here. Oh, he buys the immortality as well, and with that, he's able to survive it. Oh, yes, he does, but it feels like Prime Sky will be able to get the better of him. And there comes the Fanny into the back lines. He takes down the Aurora. Wants to go in for more. Hunter really low. And with that, James secures the double kill. And with that, Parsa coming in as well. 4 members going down. Denise is the only one standing. And it seems like he'll be able to use a Sacred Hammer just for a nick of time. The minions have come, but the enemy are large in number and they won't be able to defend the base, as JOYTIME will lose the first match here to Team.
Victory!
And with that, we see the results, the battle results on our screen at the moment. And we can clearly see that the Akai pick was so great because he was able to completely counter the Tigreal, and he was able to counter the Ling as well. So these 2 heroes, the main heroes right here for enabling the team, were not able to do their perfect job when they went up against Riri on that Akai. And with that, we'll be taking a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with another match.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. move. Pierce through. Shadow, guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures. These things are pretty handy after all. You messed with the wrong island.
Shall never wield the great serpent's power.
So this is the great serpents? No. My power. Let me show you the real me!
Bow your wretched heads before the Lord of Greed. freed from your mortal coil. Wither! Ravenous Claw! My reign is eternal! In the end, you achieved nothing. For defying the world, I was handed eternal reign. The feast shall wait. All will praise his name.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures. These things are pretty handy after all. my power. Let me show you the real me!
Bow your wretched heads before the Lord of Greed. Be freed from your mortal coil. Wither! Ravenous Claw! My reign is eternal! In the end, you achieved nothing. For defying the world, I was handed eternal reign. The feast shall wait. All will praise his name.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures. These things are pretty handy after all. You messed with the wrong island.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second match of the night at the JOYTIME Cup Party Jumpin Mobile Legends Annual Holy Festival Tournament. And this time it's Royal Manipur on the blue side fighting against Dark Shade on the red side. And we're going to see if Royal Manipur can live up to their name, because they have been a very exciting team to look at so far in all the tournaments that I have casted and I have seen them playing. And with that, we can already see the first ban taking place. Royal Manipur ban out the Lucas that was banned in the last match as well as the first ban. Seems like Lucas has been really getting into the meta with the help of the jungle utility that he has been provided with, because I mean we have not really seen the Lucas being played too much into the EXP. I mean it does get played quite a lot in the EXP lane, but in India we have seen this Lucas getting picked more into the jungle, and it has performed very, very well. And that is exactly the reason why we'll be seeing a Lucas getting banned out here by Team Royal Manipur. On the other side, we see Team Darkshade banning out the Fanny and the Zushin. Both of these pick bans here are very similar to the previous one once again. Seems like both these teams were watching the previous game have some intentions like the previous teams did as well. And for those reasons, we're seeing similar bans happening. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing exciting happening so far. But of course, the chip ban, if you all don't know it, the chip is getting banned here because we all know in the recent patch that just dropped out, it allows the chip to teleport from any location on the map. So banning out the chip here is a very good draft coming in from Royal Manipur. It does make us realize that these people who are at the top of the game, they are at the top of the game for a reason. They ban out the perfect heroes because they know the patch, they know how this game works. And with that, I would like to welcome, casting alongside me in this match will be my co-caster Ray, as he has just arrived. Ray, welcome. And the match is going on between Royal Manipur and Dark Shade.
You need to do a better intro, bro. I'm just kidding. Anyways, it's a pleasure to be here again, Fredo, with you on JOYTIME Cup. And obviously, Holi is already gone, but it's still colorful here in this tournament. But let's dive into the game. This is, I'm a little lost. Would you update me? Is this a best of one series or a best of three?
It's a best of one series between Dark Shade and Royal Manipur. And as you can see, the ban's already taking place. First phase ban already over.
Okay. Royal Manipur is actually a team I've been seeing them in a lot of tournaments, especially Lukham and Momoke. These two players have been showing a lot of consistent performance, so I'm looking forward to how they're gonna be performing as well, especially because I think this is a rising team that not many people see. I mean, IGN wasn't built in a day, right? And I think a team like this definitely has a chance to go up, but at the same Dark Shade. I feel like I've heard this name. Were they in the previous season? I think they were, Fredo.
Yep, they definitely were in the last season as well. And in this season, they have come back once again to reclaim what they lost last time. Let's see though if they're able to live up to the expectations that we carry, just because we know that they have been here before as well. But of course, Royal Manipur, they also need to live up to their name. The name itself carries the name of a state that has been known as the central area where this game is actually originated from, at least in India, right? So yeah, they carry a lot of weight representing that state. But let's see tonight if they're able to live up to that reputation that this state carries or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like the most active state. I mean, obviously, other states also have active players like Mumbai does, like Delhi does, like there's top players from everywhere. But Manipur, I feel like, has the most concentrated, at least devoted ML players, alongside obviously Nagaland and Mizoram as well. I mean, overall, generally Northeast, we have a lot of more teams, but still, that's a topic for a later discussion. Let's just see how the draft's playing throughout. I'm really liking the fact that Royal Manipur is well equipped with a meta because they know Chip, yes, he's still like the annoyance is still there, but the thing is that his mobility has been increased because he can teleport anytime now. He doesn't need to keep running around the map to find the spot. So I think Chip is something that a lot of teams need to slowly start banning out, and this is a good decision on their end.
Yep. The cooldowns though still remain the same, so you
Yes,
might
yes.
need to, be more precise whenever you take the decision of rotating around the map. And
Yep.
with that, the first phase bans already over. We do see that the Eve and CC are the bans coming in. CC, very obvious. You're going to send the Hylos into the EXP, but they already have the Badang, so that might be a waste as well. What do you think?
I think true. I'm not. Maybe they think that Barang would still be pushed into a roaming position, so they are not really taking a risk. I mean, it is quite possible. Yep, Barang did get nerfed. His force swing, dash distance, and range has been decreased. But does it make him any less of a threat? We have to find out. It is a nerf, indeed, but at the same time, I feel like there's need to be a little bit of calculations done, and we cannot really exactly do the calculations until we see it in execution. So I'm actually looking forward to this week to see how much Badang will fall from his grace, because he was one of the heroes that was first banned, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. He was one of the first heroes that gets banned. But in this match, it has been left open. It has been the last pick of the first stage. So that is not exactly what you usually see happening, right, from a Badang. But in this match, it has happened that way. And it seems like it will be three mages getting banned out in the second phase. The Sicilian, Loi, and the Eve getting taken off of the draft. And with that, right now, both the teams, they don't really have the mages yet. So, these options getting banned now, it does leave the opportunity to pick up the Aurora or the Vexana. What do you think?
Yes, it does. Like Aurora Vexana, and also, wait a second. Is there any other options really left? The Farsa is still left out open. She's actually one of the mages that got buffed
Oh,
the
yep.
most, and it's interesting. Nobody banned her yet, and no picked either. And Darkshade is gonna lose that opportunity. And Royal Manipur, they can immediately come with the Farsa and just have absolute amount of like so much range. Look at that, they have Granger, but nope, they looks like they want to go for the
Okay.
Selena, the little devil elf.
Yep. The Granger Selena combo, which was made popular by Onyx PH, right, in the world stages. It is getting used here once again by Royal Manipur, and we know the pokeability, like you always say, is definitely there, and it is very huge when you use two heroes like the Selena and the Granger. But one thing that you do have an advantage in terms of range, I mean, if they picked up the Farsa here, just look at this composition, it would have been so deadly.
Yep.
But one thing that we do need to understand is they have the Vexana, so you cannot really jump right on their faces because you will be dancing around with that deathly
Yep.
grasp.
I just knew it that Johed was coming because there's just no better combo than the Selena, Johed. And obviously, they also have a frontliner. So Johed is not going to be the one tanking all the damage. Hylos is going to be that one instead. So overall, their team composition looks arguably much, much stronger. And it does revolve around, but at the same time, it does revolve around hit or miss. Selena would need to hit her arrow. Johed needs to make sure his ejector lands on time. And Granger also, he needs to make sure his shots do not miss. So these three heroes, they are hit or miss. But on the other hand, we have heroes that do land their skills much better, but at the same time are kind of weaker, especially Vexana, because I don't think she will have enough chance to defend herself against Momoke or the Selena itself.
Yep. Will they be able to defend it? That's the question here. And right now, they go in with the Uranus, something that has been popular, at least in the games that we have casted so far, in the games that we have witnessed so far. It has been quite popular. But in this match, will it actually work out? Because against the Hylos in the early game, I feel like the Uranus can actually sustain, but I think the Hylos will still have a much more decent time in laning against the Uranus, especially in the early game.
Yeah, I think Uranus will be kind of in a trouble because usually Uranus is good against AoE slingshots where he can kind of walk around and dodge it. Like, let's example say Farza. But Selena and Johet will just lock onto you. There's not really much escaping you can do. And except unless he goes in for the Purify, I think he's just going to get thrown inside the turret. So other than the fact that this is going to be a Uranus versus Hylos, a sustained battle in the EXP, I think that's the only reason they picked him up. Other than that, the team fight, I don't really see him much doing. I mean, that's what you pick up the Uranus for,
5
right?
seconds
But most
till
of the
the
time,
enemy reaches
Uranus
the
does prove
battlefield.
himself worthy when
Smash
he can
them.
out-sustain. But here, I don't see the
All
out-sustain
troops
happening,
deployed.
honestly.
Yep, but sometimes what happens is when you underestimate someone, they tend to, feel bad about it and they sometimes want to prove themselves, right? So they want to outperform. So right now here, we'll see if the Uranus in the hands of Chloe can outperform what we're talking about here. And Royal Manipur, of course, they're a very good team. It's going to be hard for Darkshade to go up against them, but when you go up against good teams, that helps you improve because you have to step up your level as well. So Darkshade have the opportunity to take this opportunity as a chance to improve themselves and show that they're better. But will they be able to do so? We'll be finding out really soon as we hop into the battlefield. But right now, this Hayabusa pick is going to be really interesting to see because we know Momo likes to play those assassins.
Yes, and also Hayabusa kind of got, I think, slightly adjusted. He did receive a slight nerf, if I'm not wrong. I mean, oh yeah, I just remembered. It's actually not a nerf, it's actually an adjustment. Basically, if you just ult right away, it's not going to deal that much damage. But if you use your shurikens to mark the enemy, it's going to deal more damage than previously. So it's basically a gift for people who use the stacks and a curse for people who just straight up ultimate without thinking. So I think this is a blessing for mechanically gifted players. So I do trust he will be able to stack up really well because if you get it, there's not actually much stun except for the Badang. If they just prioritize taking down Badang, and Vexana can't really stun that much, I think they have a clear way of just going ahead and taking down Harriet and Snowball.
Yeah, it's a very, very snowball heavy composition. You have the Selena, you have the Hayabusa, the Joyhead as well. Hylos in the EXP will get their glorious pathway going early on to zone out the enemies as well if there is any sort of trouble coming in from the other side. And on the other side though, Team Darkshade as well, they have the Suyu, they have the Vexana, the Ban in the roam. So early game potential is definitely there into the in the mid lane trio, but in terms of side lanes, they're really weak in the early phases. And the Harriet, even if we know he does not really get dominated quite easily at level 4, but Granger is one of those heroes that can actually dominate him.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, it's a little bit of a 50-50 thing, but Granger can still hit his shot because Harriet still needs to dash away. He's not like Irrital where you can keep running around and hitting. He still needs to dash, and of course, that can be just predicted or outdone by the Granger himself. So, overall, both of their drafts look decent. It's just that Royal Manipur does have the stronger Selena Johet combo, and they also have the Granger and Hayabusa, which I feel like it's gonna be a massive trouble. But at the same time, we do need to point out one simple thing is that Suyo has a little bit of a better invade potential than the Hayabusa because Hayabusa will need level 4 to reach his potential, but Suyo does not. But again, we come back to the Selena Johet again, who are at the beast at already level 2. So there's not gonna be any invasions in the early on. So I feel like Royal Manipur overall has a really balanced composition, and Team Darkshade is actually going for something creative. So I feel like we will soon find out as soon as we jump into the game.
Let's be finding out soon as we jump right into the game. So with the draft being completed, like you mentioned, Selena Joyhead as well, very snowball heavy composition. I mean, the mid lane overall on both sides is really strong, but if you talk about the side lanes, Royal Manipur seem to have the upper hand. Right, and in terms of turtle fight as well, the Uranus might not be able to zone away quite a lot because, of course, he does have a lot of healing, but the amount of utility that the Hylos can provide with the help of the Glorious Sparkle is just much more than what the Uranus can provide for his team. That is exactly where the side lane factor kicks in, especially the EXP. Uranus not the strongest in the early game, it's going to be really hard to figure out, and they're going to be able to make something out of it or not.
Absolutely, and that will be right. Overall, I'm curious, but I would bet my money on Royal Money's composition, but at the same time, I've been mentioning it again, it's hit or miss. If Team Darkshade is able to snowball into an early phase, the hit or miss actually becomes miss, because even if it hits, the damage is not enough, especially Selena, where she loses out damage as the game goes on until the later phases when she is basically full build, and that's when her damage again kicks in. Basically, she's kind of a little weak in the mid game if you do not snowball. If you snowball, she's basically a powerhouse from the minute 1 to the last.
Definitely. And we should be in the game by now. It's taking quite some time for us to get into the game, but for a while we will just talk about this recent patch. Hayabusa is up, and Hayabusa is the hero that got some adjustments. If you mark down your passive, you give more damage, but the physical attack scaling has been reduced. It does not matter how much items you bring on, you still need to make those stacks. If you want to delete the enemies in the later phases, you cannot just ult and get away with it, right?
Yeah.
But not just that, we also need to talk about the Granger. Did the Granger got adjusted? I don't think so. The Granger did not. Right now, looking at the screen, any other heroes that got adjusted? Not really, but of course, you know, the assassins will get some sort of priority because of the killing spree. Can I talk about it?
I think killing spree is it's kind of universal now. It's just not about killing. It's actually really good for even if you just want to escape. If you're fighting a low HP enemy hero, basically when they go 30% below, you see the movement speed and the heal. So even in a 1v1 situation, it's actually much good for you. It might actually be the best option to go for 1v1, because what is better than getting healed in 1v1, right? Both of you are 30% HP, you have the healing speed, your opponent does not. You heal up, you get the healing speed, and they do not. So your chances of winning just increase by 10-fold. So even on Granger, I think it's much better, and also Assassins, it's going to be a main priority, and I think a few fighters can also use it who like to go for that 1 versus 1, which is like the Yin and a few more fighters. But I think Yin, since not that meta, we won't see him, but we will have to wait out to see how good of the experiments is going to be. Because overall, it's basically good for 1 versus 1, and of course for the Assassins who like to snowball, it's great for them because it still has the older passive where you get the heal being reset again. So overall, it's really good, I would say. Really well buffed.
Hello. What? Nang screen sila game tharak
Blue team has slain the turtle.
Ay adikta stream da changi stream da game se hauna lai re. Akoi Discord siga de keno se udare game do.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Ay to thale mga side draft ta let na lai se kay keno. Nangi to tara di khangam re go nangi to sa tao. As actually forgot to switch the screen. मैं अभी स्क्रीन पे गया तो मुझे समझ में आया ऐसा हो रहा है. इन्होंने कराम ये इन्होंने कहीं इन्होंने ये नहीं करनी है. What is happening? भाई सिर्फ 2 लोग देख रहे हैं इसमें से मैं एक हूँ.
दूसरा मैं हूँ.
हम कास्ट कर रहे हैं हम ही देख रहे हैं.
मैं chat देख रहा था actually. I was not looking at it.
तो अभी भी गुस्सा.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Okay. Okay, once again, we are back. Bro, us खरा share तो उन्हें static में share तो the streams है. तो हम लोग किसी
Mega
को नहीं.
kill!
ये आई तो ये नहीं करनी है. Really weird. Anyways, let's continue.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Okay, Ray, let's go once again. Okay, there comes the jet play, and it's still the high loss. And okay, the high loss coming in still, and with that, one more taken down once again in the hands of this danger. Lukam is on 506, looking really strong, going in really heavily. 9 minutes already into the game. Lukam is dealing a huge amount of damage. You can take a look at the stacks to understand why is he able to do so. Why is he able to stand his skills? How many stacks does Lukam has right now? The danger.
Around 400, I can guess, but we would have to see. But overall, I mean, just like we predicted, right? I mean, we missed out on the game, but still, just like we predicted, we were predicting the game already, and you can clearly see the Selena 807, Jawhead 2017. It clearly happened what we were saying.
Snowball all the way. And now, okay, nice one coming in. Okay, Granger, I'm sorry, Hayabusa going in heavily, but this time he'll be okay. He does come out with a kill as well. And look at Luca, oh my god, just spamming right on the face of that Uranus. That Uranus still sustains out every bullet coming onto him. Granger is there. Kutlo ay nahag mo ni. Oh. 594 stacks. Okay, do you see that? Wait, 594 stacks already? My god! That's
I mean,
600.
Yeah, 5 kills and 96. So yeah, it was given that quantity. But overall, 25 to 6 score, a staggering 10k goal lead. It has been basically a full-on snowball game from the minute 1. Selena did her job as Selena. Robert, Jawhead did her job as Jawhead, and oh, look at Momo. Okay, 10 kills. I mean, overall everything went out just like we predicted, and the other team Darkshade just could not really prevent it. Although looking at the statistics, it does look like Illusion did try with the Suyo, but was just not able to stop it, because you cannot really do it unless you have a lot of range, which they lacked with the Vexana pick, because Vexana also needs to be a little close to use that left Deathly Grasp, as well as the Luminous Lord, not Luminous Lord, the, what was it again?
Elemental.
No, it was something else. And it was not called Lord, it was called Eternal Guard. Yes, I remember.
Oh, you're talking about the ultimate. Oh, what? Badal? What? B-boy? Oh, that's short. And with that, Lukam another kill. Lukam can go for a savage here. Lukam can definitely get a savage here. Oh, he does not really maintain those stacks on that. You know, you really want to maintain the stacks of the Jet Sonata for the right timing, but Lukam really used the kill early. He was not able to get those. But this time around, we see 38 stacks on the Sky Piercer. But he's still not enough, because I don't really know. I think he should have gotten that. Okay, he goes in, but no stacks, no damage. Oh, still able to get that one with the help of the shurikens. And that is something that you like to see from Momo. And now the minions coming in from top side, they should be able to get at least one inhibitor out of this.
I think they cannot just yet, because they still need the Lord. The range clearing is really good from the hands of Team Darkseid, because they do have a lot of AoE. So until they get this Lord, they're not going to be able to. And also, I guess it kind of bothers me that the Lord is right now, you know, still golden when the Lord doesn't evolve at 12 minutes anymore. It's actually 18 minutes with the new patch note, and that's where the Lord will be thanks for those. So head comes in with the ejector and holds Baran away.
Here it comes, and with the Baran gets taken down. Double kills for the guy called Lukam. He wants to go in for the... He does not really get that because he cannot dash. Oh, Lukam comes in with the F3 and he will get a critical. Wants to go in for a Maniac. I hope his team members have time enough to give it to him. But Momo will be... Yep, Momo said, okay, no Lukam on the spotlight. It will be me tonight. I will not let that guy overshadow me.
Who's actually gonna get MVP? Become or
Red team's
Heavy?
turret has been destroyed.
Let's see. I mean, I won't let him overshadow me because I'm the shadow.
Victory!
But
And I
anyways,
mean that Baranki boy moment was.
oh, there comes
Now,
Momoke and Lucam. They're gonna have a talk with Johan.
yep, Jawhead. Oh my God, Jawhead, how can you do this? I'm the jungler. I am the gold laner. How can you do this? How can you take away the spotlight from me? But of course, this guy was on point with those ejectors. He was on point with those unstoppable forces as well, and he was able to get a good game out of this. And with that, we'll be having one more match, and of course, we're good to go into the second match as well, as me and Ray will be casting once again for the third match.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures. These things are pretty handy after all. You messed with the wrong island.
Shall never wield the great serpent's power.
power. Let me show you the real me!
Bow your wretched heads before the Lord of Greed. Be freed from your mortal coil. Wither! Ravenous Claw! My reign is eternal!
चलो डेबी को भी सुनना है।
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Shadow, guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent,
How gino to idi?
your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures. These things are pretty handy after all.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, we're back to the third match of the evening. Zeppelin going up against Fusion Prime in the JOYTIME Cup Party Jumping Mobile Legends Annual Holy Tournament, brought to you by Heisei Studio. And we are here in the third match. Zeppelin going up against Fusion Prime. Zeppelin on the blue side, Fusion Prime on the red side. And we see the bans already happening on the first phase. It's going to be the Fanny and Matilda mobility combination taken out. On the other side, you see utility getting taken out. And casting here, not to forget, is one of my fellow co-casters. It's Ray. I completely forgot about you, Ray.
No issues, man. No issues. And also, I like the logo of Zeppelin. It's a reference to a meme. It's oh my god though. So
Oh my
based
god.
for based for knowing that meme Zeppelin. But anyways, let's see how they perform here tonight, mate.
Yep, we'll be seeing how they perform here tonight. First phase of the bans already over. We can see the Suyo and Phobias also getting banned out. And so far, it's very obvious bans, but we all know the hero that has been performing well so far, even after all the nerfs that he has received, is going to be the Granger. Will we be seeing the Granger getting picked up here by Zeppelin? Really,
High
really
chance.
big question.
I
But
think
the
there's
Harriet
a
as
high
well.
chance, yeah. Hmm. Harith is left out open, so yep, he's just gonna get immediately locked in. And no brainer, no brainer. But at the same time, Fusion Prime, a really well known and strong team. So I think they will just go for it as well. I think there's a really highly likelihood of it.
Yep. They go for the Harriet. They don't go for the Granger. They want to give away the Granger to Fusion Prime. Fusion Prime, though, we do know them as one of the top teams, at least in Northeast India. Might not be considered as one of the top in India, though. And right now, okay, they pick up the Badang. I'm not sure why. Of course, I do understand that it has a lot of potential, but I feel like they could have went for the Joy and the Granger first. I mean, secure the damage dealers. You can go for the utility later, right? I mean, you know this, right, Ray? I mean, you usually save up the roam for the last pick.
Yeah, but I think it's because some teams like to go for the roam and tank first. It's because they like to basically save the heroes that can be countered and for later on. Like a mark, they can be countered, right? So they just decide like we're just gonna pick a hero that can't really get countered. Like Badang and Gatot getting counter is not going to be an issue. But if the jungler and marksman gets countered, yeah, that's going to be an issue. So I think that's the strategy Team Fusion Prime is going for. And actually, this is a strategy that some teams in Indonesia go as well. So kudos to them to actually like adapting to it. But let's see how good it's going to work out in the Indian meta, of course.
Yep, let's see how it goes in the Indian meta. For now, we see Zeppelin picking up the Lucas. I think it's a little bit early. If they did not really ban out the Valentina, you don't want to take up the Lucas too early. Fusion Prime, will they pick up the Valentina or will they let it slip away? Will they let this Lucas do whatever he wants? Or will they bring in the Charmander? Not Charmander.
Charmander.
There was some word, Charmcaster. Yeah, Charmcaster.
Oh, yep.
Charmcaster. Charmcaster Valentina. Yeah, there they go. They go in with the Charmcaster because we know they do not want this Grim Bastion to go all havoc in the backlines.
But also
I see.
the Lucas. Lucas is, I think his adjustment is something that a lot of teams need to talk about. It's a little interesting, I would say, because meanwhile, there's no aftershock damage, which basically helped Lucas back then get a lot of kills with his Rasengan blast. But at the same time, it's now becomes AoE. It doesn't stop at the first hero that it hits. So I think his teamfight for potential increased, while solo kill has been decreased, of course, and something we need to actually talk about.
Yep, teamfight potential has been increased, solo kill has been decreased. So not just that, I feel like the Lucas actually deals a good amount of damage with a single flash combo, right? Especially in the upgraded form, in the
Yes,
predator form. So I feel like the killing spree could come in really handy. You do a basic attack after after you use your flash combo and you recover a lot of HP. That could be something that can be done. What do you think?
I think definitely Lucas is definitely one of those fighters that can utilize this combo, and also Lucas in general is something. He's just a little bit of a weird thing. His flash to flash combo deals a lot of damage, but his solo combo doesn't deal at any damage. So he's in a tough spot. So if you do your combo well, he can actually solo almost close to anyone.
Yep, and not just that, right? On the other side, right now, we do see that they have a Valentina. So Zeppelin did not really consider this fact that a Valentina can. A Valentina is more Lucas than a Valentina, you know. I mean, if you know, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the reason
That
why.
is that is that is a really funny way to term it, actually. But it's true, actually. Valentina is more
Yeah,
Lucas than Lucas himself.
yeah,
Lucas is like, oh, I bring out my inner beast when my energy is max, and Valentina is like, I do it every 4 seconds.
yeah, and
So
that is
yeah,
exactly why
yeah. That's
you
why
don't want
she's one of the
to.
best counters.
Hmm. And that's why you don't want to give away a Valentina when you're taking a Lucas. It's basically you giving away your ultimate every 4 seconds for the Valentina to do whatever she wants. And with that comes in the next picks from the side of Team Zeppelin, going with the Lucas. Sorry, going with the Lucas already, but now they're picking one good hero. I mean, not one. I'll say they have three good heroes, right? They have the Harriet, they have the Chip. I mean, all these heroes are pretty good, but I'm not really sure about the Nolan as the jungler because who are you actually going to take down here? What do you think? What
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
think the
I don't
reason?
think I've seen Nolan pop off in like in any season later on so far. After his initial nerfs, like 2 seasons ago, I think he's been like one of those heroes that isn't really picked up anymore because he's not able to really reach that level of the other junglers that are in the meta. Like, can you take him over a Hayabusa? Absolutely no. Can you take him over an Alpha? Absolutely no. Can you take him over a Suyo? No. Can you take him over a Julian? That could be something interesting because Julian just recently kind of got slightly nerfed. More so, his role got changed, so he cannot really use the Rose Gold to its max potential. But I still think he's a threat to be messed with. So I think it's going to be really interesting how everything works out.
Mm-hmm. And now we are heading into the land of Dawn as we see on our screens Team Zeppelin going up against Team Fusion Prime. Not the Fusion Prime that I remember though, because the lineup seems to have switched up by a lot. Not just one. I don't really recognize any of the players which are playing right now. But
Hmm.
will they still make it work? Will they bring down the name of Fusion Prime or will they bring it up? Let's see.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting overall, right, Fido? And let's just see how the
5
game
seconds till the
evolves
enemy
as we
reaches
dive
the
into the
battle.
land of Dawn,
Smash them!
the land that we've spent most of the time
All
with.
troops
But
deployed!
anyways, new patch, new things, the new Lord and the new gold minions kind of emphasize like that the gold laner is actually not that priority anymore because like back then gold laner was much more important than he is now. But right now I feel like it's a little I feel like
Balance.
it's not that much, yeah.
Yep, they reduce the gold onto the siege minion. They reduce the gold onto the crab as well. So you're not getting so much gold in the gold lane anymore.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that is the reason why gold lanes they will take more time to farm up. So their impact will come later as well. And you know one thing though, the thing is even though you did that, right? You did that. If you still okay mid lane, Valentina does not have enough damage with the Farsa and the chip to take down the Valentina. That is really surprising. I thought it would have been a first blood, but
First blood?
if he had that Spirit of Alpha, it was definitely first blood. But you get the idea of what I was saying. The thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
if you are actually going to reduce the importance of the goal and take that importance away, then you want the game to be finished faster. So, but what they did is
Yeah.
they increase the game time by enhancing the Lord later.
I
So
think it's a 50-50. They basically wanted both. Like to both have a chance, like both for people to early game and both for people in late game. So I think it's gonna be interesting. But let's just see how this game turns around because we're not seeing much action except for the first minute. But with that, Nolan might be in trouble. Does get away.
using the fracture. And now we will be seeing a turtle fight happening in the EXP lane. The Badang way too deep inside and aggressive. He'll be able to get away thanks to the Valentina's backup. It will definitely think twice before going in. Not just that, the Lucas as well. Once the Valentina hits the level 4, he's definitely going for the Predator form. He's going to steal that ultimate away from Lucas. Yeah, look at that.
There we go. The turtle gonna be coming already. Let's see if we can take it.
Oh my god, the combo is really good from the Badang, and there comes the Fracture as well. Deals a lot of damage. The blast here and there, AOG. And first blood secured, double kill for the Alpha, triple kill. My goodness, the snowball that you need is definitely there. He can go in for a Maniac. Yes, he is.
Oh my god.
Xenox gets the Maniac. Fusion priming, Fusion prime like they always do.
Under 3 minutes, they hit a Maniac with an Alpha. That's already doing their forest, but it is teleport. Let's see how it works out.
Oh, so Xenox will be able to get away. Meanwhile, the goal laner gets a kill. That should be a good advantage that they have taken back. Team Zeppelin did a good job there. They had it early rotation. Of course, the chip coming in really handy with the teleport.
Yeah, so far, I think they're doing a really good job, but we just have to watch around how the game evolves because it's still 1 to push 4. Alpha obviously already has the snowball effect that he really wanted, and they're going to be proceeding with that. But how everything works out because, oh, look at that in the mid lane. Arsa getting caught.
My god, not something I expected. And okay, shutdown secured there by the Harriet. To the surprise of everyone. And Harriet wants to go in for more, but he gets taunted, wants to get away, does not have enough mana left. Nolan will be able to get away, but the Beatrix has been dealing a good amount of damage as well.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I mean, the Beatrix got adjusted. The Beatrix got adjusted as well, Ray.
Yeah, the Beatrix got adjusted. Her shotgun is much more deadlier than before.
Yep.
So it's something that some teams need to
Oh wow. He walked up right into the bush where they were camping for him, and he will get taken down as well. Beast form, and with that, oh, double kill for the Nibiru's passion, and he will get triple Maniac. Oh my god, 2 Maniacs already into the hands of Fusion Prime.
Just
What a
under
game.
5 minutes. Just under 5 minutes it did that. That is absolutely insane, and I don't know how they're doing it. Their snowball is really insane. I think picking up a jungler that was not meta, it's definitely kind of putting into the picture, I would just say. Because yeah, that's why you don't really play heroes that are not meta, because you get punished for it.
Yep, and right now it's going to be Team Zeppelin paying the price. 2 kills into the hands of the Harriet, but I mean, you need the jungler to be participating as well. The Harriet is not going to save the day, but because like we all know already, it's going to take more time for this Harriet to get all that farm. So right now, the jungler does have a role in the early game as well. It's not just the goal laner that you are, depending to come online in the mid game. It's going to be depending onto the jungler as well to carry the early phases. And of course, this Alpha already getting a Maniac. Got shut down, but still, he still has that skill and has that EXP advantage. So the phase is done. Retribution will be coming in. Oh my god! The loot that shut down. AOG connecting as well. Alright, Nidizam of course wants to get back behind. He's still dealing a lot of damage, but that combo coming in, double kill for the Alpha, and it will be the Katot Kacha going down.
Okay, let's put things into the picture. The score is already 5-12. 2 Maniacs, 1 on the hands of jungle, 1 on the hands of the gold laner, and right now the full lead is 4-3 already into the hands. Oh, Alpha goes in.
We have Alpha, and where there comes the shutdown secured there. Not a shutdown, but he will definitely get a lot of goal out of that. And with the goal that he got, he should be able to farm up once again. Okay! This guy is something. We need to keep our eyes on this guy. This Harriet. Solo kill, 3 kills already, even after the performance that his team has put up.
I think it's also considering the fact that, I mean, even though Beatrix is buffed, she can't really keep up with a very mobile hero. So I think that's the whole reason, that she cannot really attack when Harriet is moving so much. So I think that's a major key factor here. But I think it's gonna matter a lot. It's gonna go forward, because I mean the game is moving ahead quite quickly. Already 8 minutes in, and we can see the map coverage and everything. 2 turrets already into the hands of Fusion Prime, as Zeppelin is still trying to struggle for the scrapes. But let's just see how everything works out.
First gets verified by the airstrike is on MOA, but he will still get taken down by the Beatrix. Last combo coming in, and the couple of counts still able to survive. He will use the AOG to get away in the nick of time. This is going to be the last turtle. It seems like Xenox wants to come in from
Red
behind.
team turret has been
And
destroyed.
Nolan just understands that he will not be okay. There it goes. The Diamond Force has been dropped, but the damage coming in from the Bennett's rage is just way too much. And the Feather Airstrike being copied here by the Valentina to zone away the members of Team Zeppelin. And this is the last turtle. Let's see which team will be able to get it. Seems like Alpha goes into the Spear of Alpha. And look at the cutout cutter. Zoning the Nolan away completely. Nolan has no chance here.
Red team has slain the turtle.
So far, it's a pretty snowball game, except for Beatrix being taken down twice. You can clearly see the game is still into their hands here, dealing with a lot of power, right? But oh, look at that.
turret has been
Does he want to go in? No, he doesn't just yet. 7-14 score. The goal lead is not actually that much huge. Zeppelin can come back from it, but it's just that I feel like Lucas needs to do the whole initiation, and on the other hand, there needs to be a little bit more to be done.
Yep, and there it goes. The Feather Airstrike has been dropped, but it will not be enough to deal with the minions, as the Beatrix will be able to get the tower down. And let's talk once again about the Beatrix, right? The Beatrix, the Nibiru, and the shotguns are the one which has been buffed. Meanwhile, the Bennett has been nerfed, the Bennett has been nerfed, so you're not going to be able to use a rocket launcher a lot anymore. So clearing those minions in the late game, especially when you have a Beatrix and a Sicilian on the same team, it gets really difficult for any team to push down the turrets because they clear the lanes faster than you can push. So because of which, in this patch though, the Beatrix will not be able to do that. So pushing against the Beatrix might be a little bit easier in this patch. What do you think?
I think that is true. That is definitely true. So I think that's one of the reasons why Beatrix has kind of lost her relevancy over the last few seasons. Oh, 1975, better watch out. Coupling is a dangerous place, but oh, look at Chang also. I think they're aware. They are aware. They really know it. Especially Chang, really great map awareness.
Yep, they have the chip. So near the portals is the place where you need to be careful. Seems like the Alpha already bought the Athena as well. That is some clever move from the Alpha. You just realize that the partner is a big threat. And there comes the Feather Airstrike and the Spear of Alpha. My god, I don't really know what the items of this chip, but is this chip even on tank emblem or is he actually on a support emblem? Not really sure about that. But, usually you don't get take. Okay, just look at him. He does not really have any items yet at all.
Yeah, he only has fleeting time. I think that's a bad decision. I think one defense item is really required for you to tank, especially when you're the frontliner. And on the other hand, there's also a level gap playing a part.
This Nolan is going to go down in this game without taking any objectives, and when you're a jungler, you want to take at least one objective, and he has not been able to do that at all.
Yeah, sadly that's the case.
And one way to confuse the Valentina is overloading the Valentina with ultimates, but in this match, you have specifically given away 3 ultimates to her. I mean, the teleport can come in handy, but of course, she does not have the portal, so she won't be able to get into the backline. So not the useful one, but Feathered Airstrike, how can you give it away? Even the Lucas as well. Of course, these are good picks, but if you want to pick these heroes, you ban on the Valentina. They do not do that. And that's why look at this Valentina. 10 assists. Literally.
Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, look at him. He's just not able to sustain at all.
And with that, here comes the Alpha flanking as well. They are sandwiched at this point. They have to back off, and yet they do that.
Real sandwich.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Real
Anyways, the Lord
sandwich,
March is in the top lane. I think it's gonna go down. Oh, DOG dog.
The airstrike. Nolan can get away though, and with that Lucas, takes down one. But the cover in the mid lane. You see that effect? You see that effect? Now, when the Holy Defense gets triggered, you actually get triggered. Yeah, it's very funny to watch.
And it also kind of teams that like to end early in a tough spot because they can't really push even if the minions are dead right now because they just get knocked back immediately. So it's a really good thing for all the teams that are trying to defend, but also it comes with a price, right? As in, like, the shield can also get used up by a simple minion, just like previously, so it can be wasted. So I think it's something that teams need to do really well. Like you need to have a really good wave clear. You need to be aware of that, and that's the only way you can do it.
And it's especially a nightmare for heroes like Hylos, like Khalid, like Hilda, who just try to jump right on your face, right? Okay, Nolan, you want to get away from here. And yep, he does that. And wise of him to do that actually, because if he wants to go for a fight there, oh my god, you're gonna get sandwiched, bro. But like I was saying, Ray, it's a nightmare for heroes like those, who want to dive head on, right? It gets really difficult for them to dive head on because you're going to get pushed back. So at least for the first Lord, which does appear before the 12 minutes mark, the holy defense is going to be there, and they are going to get pushed back with that holy defense. So it won't be easy to end the game early. So basically the meta is going to shift towards the late game from now on. We're not going to see a lot of early game ends, right? So
yeah, it's very possible. I think that's why this game is also kind of dragging on, because Team Fusion Prime would, I feel like with this kind of snowball, you'd think they would end the game, but they're not able to.
Exactly, and that is why this meta shift is going to be really important. I mean, it's really going to change the playstyle of a lot of teams, and more specifically, it's going to harm teams which actually like to go for an early snowball, right? Because even after the early snowball, the don't end early, you can't do it.
Yeah, you can't
So
do it.
This time around, though, okay, it uses the trigger to get away.
I think it kind of makes sense. In the sense, you're still fighting, but if you're gonna be enough, the one popped in.
Oh, he just comes EOT and looks like this. Does a phenomenal job on the jump and forward. He wants to go in for more. Oh, maybe a comeback. Oh, look at Lucas! Lucas out of it. Oh my god, reverse Lucas happening.
Lucasception.
Okay, this Harriet is something to watch out for. Look at that. This guy has been the one who carried his team so far. 5-5.
Yeah,
and
he's
still does not fall down.
been putting in the effort, honestly, and it's also understandable because it's Harith. It's one of those heroes that is still arguably one of the strongest gold lane contenders. I mean, despite so many nerfs and everything, Harith is still a good option. So I'm not following that how really strong that hero is. But right now they're finally able to chunk down the sword, and they will be able to defend it for some time.
Yep, Nolan though, he has not been able to be useful, but he has not been useless as well because he has not died, right? He has not fed the enemy.
Yeah.
Now he has the opportunity though to mark down the Beatrix if he decides to go towards the bottom lane. Side chip, bad position, wants to back off. It opens the teleport for what? I don't know. But okay.
Panic.
Yep, panic. You like to press buttons when you panic, but if you're playing at the top level, you can't really do that, and that's exactly why India needs players who don't panic.
Yeah, but look at how the game is progressing for the late because there's nothing much to do yet. But oh, look at that, the initiation comes in.
Harriet will be able to sustain, and he's dishing out a lot of damage as well, but Lucas comes in. Not a good idea, but oh, he's able to use the flash combo on the 3 members, but he will get taken down with the Spear of Alpha. Oh, it's not him. Okay, Beatrix. Bennett was nerfed, but it does not seem like he's nerfed enough. Because he's dealing huge amount of damage. Oh my goodness! Harriet, this guy, Max, and Alpha as well. What was that from Alpha? Very bad positioning. He did not understand the position of his teammates, gets caught off guard, and he will get taken down as well. Might be a possible comeback. Beatrix does not really decide to commit, wants to go for the blue buff instead of that.
I think this was a miscommunication because all of them were there. I think Beatrix would have went in for the end.
Yep. And
it was
probably
very
a miscommunication.
Anyways, it's 15-19 score. The goal lead doesn't matter anymore as we're shifting towards the late game, and this is where Beatrix and yeah.
Oh!
Oh
my god! Avengers Assemble finally, very
finally
good. And with that, you are finally paying off. Oh, Badang though will get his hands onto the dead bomb. Okay, nice name. And right now he's doing something. Okay, bomb. Oh my god! What?
Outmaneuvering.
This needs to be clipped. This is a very, very clippable moment right here.
Patient at all.
To catch a 4-member AOG? No! Flickers away. Look at that. How many flickers were forced out just now? three flickers.
Oh my god. Oh, Herrick's down.
That's it. Okay, this time the teams are the alpha. Okay, look at him to get away, but there comes the shortcut. But no one will teleport because no one is ready, my boy, and he will get taken down.
They
Okay,
go for the end? I think
they
they
yeah,
can. Or do they go for
they
the
can.
Lord?
They can go for the end, definitely. They have the Beatrix. They can force it in with the help of the Badang and the Gatot Kacha. I mean, the Valentina can take up the Lucas ultimate and actually force herself in as well. There are a lot of options, but they decide not to do that, and they will be waiting for the Lord to spawn, which will take another 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think they're playing a little passive because they just saw what happened in the previous fight. Almost, it felt like it was an epic comeback that was gonna happen. So yeah, it makes sense that they're taking the passive route right now. But let's see how it works out because the Harriet does look promising, but they are kind of marking Harriet as well.
Yep, they're marking Harriet pretty well, and they have been able to shut him down a couple of times, but he's still able to outmaneuver using his summon force. Because you know, when those dashes are in cooldown, you tend to. Okay, on the other side, Nolan, the play of the day by this guy. At least his teammates will not be angry on him. And with that, okay, Harriet getting targeted down. Look at that. He's able to dash through the wall and able to maintain the distance. Meanwhile, he needs to take down the Lord though. They have to work on it right now. And will they be able to do so? The Blitz is still able to zone them away. They do not have the Beatrix, so they won't be able to push, it seems. And Zeppelin are still in the game. Wow.
Somehow there still are. And 18 minutes in, this is insane. But this is where things are going to change slowly because this is where the Lord evolves. No more 12-minute guys. It's actually 18 minutes where the Lord becomes stronger. So that just means that this game, this is where things are going to be becoming fun. And this is where we'll probably see the finish off. Can Zeppelin make an epic comeback, or finally Team Losing Time, despite delay, will be able to end this game? We'll soon see the response. We'll soon know the answer.
Oh, top lane. Seems like the Valentina is trying to back off. And look at the Alpha. 1 HP will be taken down here by Max. Max wants to go in for more. Feather airstrike connecting onto Haruki. And oh my god, Fusion Prime might be losing out here to Zeppelin because Zeppelin have 5 men alive. Meanwhile, they have lost their 2 members. They are going in heavily over the mid lane tower. Max gets 1 more in his pocket. And right now, there comes the stuns from the ship. But the Beatrix able to clear the lanes fast enough for them to not push into that second tier.
Somehow they're still able to defend for quite long. It's really interesting actually. But I think, you know, I see the vision of the developers right now because 18 minutes is where the Lord evolves, right? And after 18 minutes, the next Lords will come every 2 minutes instead of 3 minutes. So I think I see what their developers are doing. It's actually, just like you said, it's full on late game now. And since marksmen take longer to farm, it also means that marksmen need the 18-minute mark even more. So I think a lot of developers saw Tartars and were like, nope, we need to change that.
Oh, you don't want India to get the MSC wildcard slot? Oh, I see what you're planning there. But right now, okay, there comes the teleport and Chip does not go down actually. What just happened there? I thought the Chip just came out. Did he just go back inside the portal again?
I think he did. I think he did. But no,
Oh my
this is
God.
the Lord. This is the evolved Lord Shadow. And this is where everything is gonna count. And this is where it might end. Let's see. Oh, until play.
Okay, take into the backline. Wants to go for the Beatrix. But okay, they come in. Lucas going on for the Beatrix. Will he be able to get him down? Let's focus on to the Lucas. They're not able to get him on the other side. So look at Max, able to get one. Lord taken down already by the Alpha. Nolan looking for the Beatrix, not able to find the angle. But the Custom is still sustaining quite a lot. Chip into the backline. Chip versus Alpha. The Alpha should be winning out this one. And killing spree for Harris. With that, once again, Zeno comes out on top. Zeno wants to recall, but Harry does realize the positioning will be taking down the Alpha quite easily. Double kill for him. And Harry is now recalling, but he does not need to. He has to take care of those lanes, and yes, he does that.
So far, the Lord hasn't come yet, right? Okay, the Lord finally comes, and this is the new evolved Lord that has that true damage. And if they are together, but sadly they are not, it's gonna be interesting because the Lord gets damage reduction if you five are together, but right now the Lord is not gonna get any damage reduction in any form and will just get kind of wasted despite being out one. But
Yep.
as you will see, there's only 2 minutes left for the next Lord as well. So even if this Lord does go to waste, we will see them come up with the next one.
It seems like, you know, they have tried to make this game longer, right? But they
Yeah,
still want
very
it
long.
to
It feels like a league right now.
Yep. And
It's always better to win, and the game serves no end. And I mean, we also gotta give it out to Zeppelin. Actually, they are doing a really fantastic job holding on against Fusion Prime, because I think even if the patch notes change, it's just they're just really persistent. They're really they're not giving up.
I think, yeah, they're doing good. What I think is right now, Zeppelin need to focus more on the side lanes, because as long as the inhibitors of Fusion Prime stand, it's still going to be a disadvantage for them, because they will be having the super minion pressure. And that is exactly what will be the disadvantage, because when they'll be going for the fights, their minions will be getting pushed in by the enemy minions. And that just means more lane pressure for you guys. And if you have to deal with that, you need to send someone, and when you send someone, they're outnumbered. Yep, and you cannot really, you know, win a fight when you're outnumbered, at least logically. You know. But so far, really long game, and nothing happening on the map yet. Everyone waiting for the Lord coming up in 10 seconds. We can take a look at the items though, just to realize it. Look at that. Everyone is fully built right now. Every single one is fully built.
You can go for item shops right now.
Yeah, the power potion is taken down here. Is it the right target? Do they want to go in? Oh, okay, Badang.
Red team hero
And
has
here it comes once again into the backlines. Look at Alpha taking down the Farsa already. And with that, Alpha, oh, he buys the immortality as well, along with the Winter Crown. Able to buy a lot of time, but he'll still get taken down by Max. And in the mid lane though, they do realize they're trying not to let the teammates recall. And with that, Fusion Prime going for the back door.
Victory!
Oh no, there's no 75 seconds. What am I missing? but
Yep.
but overall, it was a, I would say, very extended game. But I do think it's I like this. I like this. Team Zeppelin hold out the game very long despite the early game snowball. They were kind of able to make Harith give some momentum and almost looked like it was gonna be a comeback. But obviously, the team composition coming in from the hands of Team Fusion Prime just was much better overall. But I mean, Alpha versus Nolan. Alpha just wins it out, despite the fact that looking at the KDA, it looks like Nolan was the one who was playing really well. It's just that I feel like Nolan played a really safe game, so good job on his end. But this game really gives me an insight. Is the meta really shifting towards a very late game? We'll honestly find out more soon as we proceed more towards the matches this week.
Yep, the next game coming up really shortly, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned on the JOYTIME Cup.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures. These things are pretty handy after all. You messed with the wrong island.
Shall know the great serpent's power.
So this is the great serpents? No. My power. Let me show you the real me!
Bow your wretched heads before the Lord of Greed. Be freed from your mortal coil. Wither! Ravenous Claw! My reign is eternal! In the end, you achieve nothing. For defying the world, I was handed eternal reign. The feast shall wait. All will praise his name.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Shadow, guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures. These things are pretty handy after all. You messed with the wrong island.
Shall never wield the great serpent's power.
So this is the great serpents? No. My power. Let me show you the real me!
Bow your wretched heads before the Lord of Greed. Be freed from your mortal coil. Wither! Ravenous Claw! My reign is eternal! In the end, you achieve nothing. For defying the world, I was handed eternal reign. The feast shall wait. All will praise his name.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea.
Hello everyone, welcome back once again to the JOYTIME CUP tournament brought to you by Highsea Studio, and this time the match is between In Heaven and Sky Kings. In Heaven are a very well-known team. We do understand that they are a very good team to deal against. Meanwhile, Sky Kings, never really heard of them, but they do have some names that we have definitely seen before. And okay, we are seeing the bans and picks happening so far. Lucas Hylos already picked, and the enemy does not want to go for the Valentina yet. So it will definitely be a Valentina getting banned out or picked here. And with that, they go for the Farsa. Very good draft so far coming in from the side of Sky Kings. As in the second phase, they will definitely be able to take out the Valentina. So it won't be a problem for the side of Sky Kings. In Heaven are good enough, but will they be able to reach up to the level of Sky Kings at the moment? In terms of draft, though, they do have a good potential, but without the Valentina, the Lucas is going to be something very hard to deal with. But you can pick up the Vexana, though. It will be a very good pick if they decide to go for the Vexana. But Sky Kings, they might definitely take out the Vexana and Valentina in this draft. Or if they do not, the enemy will get their hands on one of these, and it will be difficult for Sky Kings to execute the draft that they have taken here. And instead of taking out a mage, they take out the marksman. So right now they're looking if In Heaven would like to take out the marksman or not. Let's see though if they will be doing that or not. But I do understand that they want to take out a marksman here as well. But okay, they do not take out the marksman. They go for a Julian instead. So In Heaven does not really bother about the goal lane anymore, it seems. They're more focused on taking out junglers, which can make the alpha uncomfortable. Already they have the Lucas and the Hylos standing on his face. So right now I feel like they do need a good mage that can control the game. So let's see what happens this time around. Will they be able to do something in the second phase? In the second phase, though, they ban out the Eve. Okay, it seems like the Valentina still remains open and up for grabs. In Heaven, though, they do have the opportunity to take it or ban it. If they decide to ban it, they will be forced to take the Vexana. But let's see in the second phase if they decide to take it or not. It will be very, very, very interesting to see what will happen if they decide to not go. Okay, they decide to take out the Gatotkacha. This is a clear indication that they want to take out the Valentina. Will we get to see a Valentina here in the hands of In Heaven? Okay, it seems like Sky Kings have went for an Xborg. Of all picks, they go for the Xborg here, and Xborg, we all know, it's a very, very good pick, especially up against the Alpha, because we all know the sustain that the Alpha brings, the Xborg can do the same. And on top of that, the Xborg has double life. He has the Firag armor. And there we go. We see In Heaven pick up the Valentina, or will it be the Vexana? Both of these could be very good choices here, but I feel like the Valentina can definitely provide more value overall. But the Vexana as well can provide a lot of value with the help of the Eternal Guard and the Deathly Grasp. So it'll be really interesting to see what can happen here. And with that, we see the Granger and the Vexana getting picked here. Sky Kings are left to pick up their goal laner. It's going to be the Xborg playing the jungle. Meanwhile, we're going to see the goal laner getting picked here. Could be the Harriet. It's going to be a really good pick here if they decide to go for the Harriet. Sky Kings, let's see what they decide to go for. Harriet should be their go-to pick unless they face some issues, thinking about what can go wrong if a Harriet gets picked, because you do have the Badang here on your face. And the Granger as well, the bullet's range might be a key factor here for them. But if they don't do so, what will happen? We'll find out. For now, though, it's going to be the Aerithel, of course, a direct counter against the Granger here, getting picked. A lot of mobility as well. It won't be easy to chase him down. And the fact that the Aerithel can actually kite is a very, very good point to be made, because we all know the enemy has a Matilda, will be coming on you, and you will have the kiting ability to be able to deal with everything that's going to be thrown at your face. And with that, we are heading into the Land of Dawn. This is going to be the best of one between Sky Kings and In Heaven.
To MOBA Legends!
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! ありがとう。
And with that, we're finally back into the land of dawn. The Alpha already started his blue buff and will be rotating towards the goal lane. And the similar thing being followed here by the X-Borg in the mid lane, though we do see that the Vexana will be able to clear out the lanes much easily as compared to the Farsa. Will get some help from the Hylos, but still not able to do enough. And we see in the EXP lane, though, interesting matchup. Badang really good, got nerfed though in the last patch, and Lucas has not been touched so far even after the release. So Lucas and Badang going to be really interesting thing to watch out here for, but so far it has been a very good game from both sides. Mid and control clearly here in the hands of no one, I would say, but of course forcing out the recall of that far side clearly seems that is going to be a slight advantage here, because that is going to be very paying off in the later phase of the match. Granger goes in a little bit too deep for that gold lane crab. It's not really worth it anymore because you don't really get enough value out of it. So risking your life for a gold crab is not going to be the best. Right now, though, it seems like the X-Borg was able to do a lot. Gets caught in the enemy territory, does not have flicker, will get taken down with the Rhapsody. First was secured here by Spit. This is going to be the first turtle, and the first taken down before the turtle already, so that just speaks for itself that tonight it's going to be a really interesting match between In-Heaven. In-Heaven have not been in so many tournaments for so long. I've not really seen them play too much, but we do know that they are a good squad. They always make it to the top level. In this match so far, though, they have not been able to, they have been able to do the same as well. Vikings have suffered. Then with this X-Borg pick, I don't really think it will be. Okay, there comes the feather airstrike. A lot of damage as Frost gets taken down. Retribution on point here by the X-Borg as the members of the In-Heaven are going away. But there comes the Spear of Alpha, will not be enough damage, and there it goes. The Rhapsody coming in from behind. He will take one kill. He wants to go for two. The Whistle arrives as well, but the damage of this Granger is overpowering everyone as he will get taken down as well, it seems. But he's still able to survive. The Matilda coming in handy with that clutch play. And the Matilda might be getting taken down here by the Lucas and still able to get away. But there comes Gamer XD with the kill. Frost will take down him as well. Revenge elimination completed. But right now Hylos does want to disturb the recalls of that Matilda. And it looks like an even trade on both sides. Voy a hacer bajar el and once again we see in the mid lane there seems to be some commotion happening. The Hylos will get caught in the wall, in the barrier. He will not be able to get away, but the tables have turned as a Lucas comes into play, and there will be the Feather Strike taking down Prime, and with that they take down one. They try to back off. A lot of display of discipline here. Rhapsody not able to take down the Hylos, but that was a lot of damage being placed there by the Granger. And it just speaks for itself that they have to be careful. Gamer XT will get that blue buff. Now, this is going to be the second turtle. And we'll be finding out soon who will be getting it. Meanwhile, look at the Lucas, able to rotate very fast, able to give a lot of damage into the backlines as well. It's going to be very interesting to see which team will win this out, because the match seems to be even so far, but 700 gold lead into the hands of Sky Kings. Now, the retribution matchup will definitely be something to look at, and zones him away, but it will still be the Alpha taking it away. Alpha not able to connect the Spear of Alpha, right, and it seems like the Badang will catch the X-Borg inside that wall and will be able to get that kill. And there comes Lucas, he gets that range, he wants to go into the flash combo, and there comes the wall as well. The barrier is blocking everyone, but he will get taken down by the Spear of Alpha, and with that, Joy Boy gets taken down as well. The Rhapsody coming in from Spit. It's still not enough to take down The goal laner, Irithel. Irithel still able to get away. And with that, the game starts once again. Farsa realizes the threat that his Alpha has possessed. He will use the Feathered Airstrike to check, but it will still not be able to get that red buff. And with that, the level thing on which this game was has just been shifted. The level on which this game was has just been shifted towards In Heaven. And now In Heaven have the opportunity to take things in their own hands, because once you have control, you don't want to lose it away. If they continue doing the same things that they have done so far, they will be able to take even more advantage, because this game is all about snowball. Once you get it, okay, once again, the barrier will catch the X-War, but there comes the insane blast, and with that, there comes the Eternal Guard as well. Hylos will be getting caught here by 5 members on him. Joy Boy will get taken down. Feather Airstrike. Farsa, not the best position, will decide to back off at the right time. And now we do see that there has been a lot of minions marching down the bottom side. It'll be an easy one here. Spear of Alpha coming in. Lucas really low. Can go in if he wants, but seems like, oh yes he does, and the Granger will get taken down by the explosion. And with that, it just speaks for itself that Lucas, we saw that hero getting banned 3 times in a row. And the reason is exactly very clear right now. Prime Nino might get taken down here by the X-War. X-War got pushed away, but he will still be able to get that kill with the help of this missile. And now the game that was leveled has been leveled once again, it seems. Gamer XD waiting in the bush, and he gets the vision though. Into the backlines, there it goes. Once again, the Lucas. Let's see who gets the retribution on point. It will be the Alpha. X-Borg misses it once again, and with this, it will be 2 retribution misses here for the X-Borg. Oh my God, the Vexana, completely aware of the position, will be able to get that kill onto the Farsa. Farsa on 3-2-2 right now. Super Micro has been doing a phenomenal job so far, but he still needs to do more if he wants to win this match with his teammates. Joyboy trying to defend, not the best idea. Will get taken down. The mid lane, tier 1. In the bottom side, a 1v1 duel might be happening, but it seems like the Irithel has been able to win out the trades. And the Granger able to zone away the Irithel, and there it comes. For a couple of days, but it will be the Fish Crack taking him down the top side though. Look at that. Lucas falling down as well. There comes the Airstrike, and with the help of the Rhapsody, he's dealing a lot of damage, but still not able to take down the Hylos as the Revitalize has been popped as well. And now the game has slowed down quite a bit, but the momentum is still in the hands of In Heaven. X-Borg definitely feels like not the best pick here. You could have went for something else like the Bane. I feel like the Bane could have been much better, but you know, you don't have the mobility as well. So what could have worked here? Probably an assassin, and you know, go for the split push. I mean, if you're not able to win out in the team fights, you can definitely try to split push strategy. You could have went for the Moskov as well, and you could have went for the Fanny as well if you know how to use it. Any hero that could have had the most with that Lucas really in some trouble. That combo will get taken down here by Finn. And with that, the Irithel arrives for the backup, but very late. On the other side, look at that. Farsa might get taken down here. We'll be able to get out of harm's way, but Badang will definitely fall into the hands of Super Spryzen. And now, momentum shifting once again, just a little bit though, this time around, into the hands of Vikings, and with that, one shot, and it will be enough to take down the bird. And they want to go in with the Rhapsody, still dealing a lot of damage. Still not enough to take anyone down though, and Alpha should be able to get this blue buff quite easily. This is going to be the First Lord, and the First Lord already started here by Team In Heaven, who are looking to take the victory quite early, but we all know the meta shift has just taken place, and it means you are going to be depending a lot more in the later phases, because even if you take the Lord, even if you have good snowball, there is always a potential for the enemy to make a comeback. So late game oriented draft is always better in this meta at the moment. And there it goes, X-Borg picks up the immortality, a lifeline that he always needs. So enemy will be more careful, you know, before they decide to go in. For now though, Hylos providing a vision by staying inside the bush area, providing the zone that his teammates need. to work with. For now, though, Joy's pathway has been faced. Not the best idea. And here it goes. It's their Buffalo taking down. And with that, there they come. The great airstrike, still not enough to take anyone down. Alpha might be taken down here. There comes the Winter Crown play from the Alpha. Oh, Lucas. Good idea. Bad execution. And he will not be able to get the kill that he was looking for. He's looking for the Alpha. Meanwhile, though, look at that. Irithel in the mid lane trying to clear it out, but will get caught there with the fist crack combo. Will get taken down inside the barrier. Meanwhile, though, look at the Granger going in with the killing spree. Rhapsody right on the face. Not able to do anything, and now Pit wants to go in for the end. Inhabit can look for the end right now, but they do understand that the inhibitors will be needed to take down first. And there comes the Glorious Pathway. They're trying to zone them away. They're looking for the turret though, and with that, the Xborg immortality has been fogged. Turret will be taken down. Xborg will fall into the hands of the Granger. And now there they go. They're going heavily. The Langadas been popped up as well. Inhabit are looking to end the game. The Granger, it seems like he is a maniac. He wants to look for a maniac here. Minions still pouring in. They still need to do more though. It's going to take a lot of time for the minions to come in. The minions finally arrive. And now they're looking for the end. Will Sky Kings be able to defend it? They do have the Death Strike as well as the Irithel on the heavy crossbow, but will it be enough for the Death Strike coming in? They're trying to clear out those minions first. Alpha jumping in with the Spear of Alpha, not able to take down enough, and with that, Split will be able to get one kill. Double kill for
Victory!
And with that, we've come to the end of the 4th game. And we'll be taking a short break, but we'll be right back with the 5th one.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Shadow, guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures.
wretched heads before the Lord of Greed. Be freed from your mortal coil. Wither! Ravenous Claw! My reign is eternal! In the end, you achieved nothing. For defying the world, I was handed eternal reign. The feast shall wait. All will praise his name.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?
Though your ancestor was the great serpent of the sea, your destiny lies elsewhere.
Your feeble human form shall never wield the great serpent's power.
Why can't I? The great serpent's power. Only weaklings live on land. Born with this awesome tail, but stuck in this plain body. That's me, the great serpent's heir, Kalea. Figures. These things are pretty handy after all.
before the Lord of Greed. Be freed from your...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome you all back to JOYTIME CUP Party Jumpin Mobile Legends Annual Holy Festival Tournament, brought to you by Heise Studio. And right now it's your boy Fredo casting once again. And this is going to be the last match of the day. We have had 4 matches so far, and all of them went pretty good. And this is going to be the last match for the day because, of course, 5 matches back to back. And we would like to see more action happening as well, because don't go anywhere. Tomorrow as well, we're going to see more action happening live on the JOYTIME CUP. And right now, the match is going to be happening between Sleep Tight and Sky Kings once again. Sleep Tight and Sky Kings once again, and this time around, they go for the carry. Lucas, Badang, and on the other side, lot of sustain, lot of mobility. Hylos, Florin, Farsa. Wow, good picks happening from both sides. But we do understand that we are going to see a lot more bans happening. First one to be taken out of the picture is going to be the going to be the Ling and the Alpha. Jungler getting banned here. Junglers that can trouble the Lucas. Getting banned here very, very easily. And with that, coming to the second phase of the bans and second phase of the picks, we see that the Zushin got banned. We might be seeing one mage ban happening. Oh, it will be the Matilda. Very good idea here coming in from the blue side. Sky Kings, they did lose the last match. They're back here again, though, in the lower brackets, it seems. I don't really know the format of the tournament, but it's going to be really interesting because after you lose one, you want to get serious in the second one. Will they be able to do that or not? We'll be finding out really soon. The second phase, though, we're seeing that Matilda is getting banned. And there comes the Selena. And with that, Nathan getting picked here. Are they looking to take 2 MMs? What is this? Don't really get it. It might be the Popol for the jungle here. Popol for the jungle? Is it something that we're going to witness here? Really interesting, though. I've never really seen a Popol jungle for a long time. And here it goes. Popol jungle coming in. Really interesting, draft so far. And let's see which will be the last one coming in. Which will be the last one coming in here? Will it be Will it be a Rome Badang, or are we going to see a Rome pick here? Really exciting. Once again, though, we really need to understand what's happening in this match. We're going to see the Selena in the mid lane. Selena can go Rome as well, even the Badang. So going to be really interesting to see what can happen here. At least on the side of Team Sky Kings, their draft is looking good. But okay, there they go. They are going to come in the Selena and say, okay, pick off for team fight. And there they go. They go for pick-offs. They want to pick off the Moskov. They want to go for the Farsa as well. Moskov, Farsa on the hunt. I do hope to see a few unstoppable forces connecting on to the Popol and Koopas. Connecting on to Koopa, basically, because we all know Koopa going to be the targeted one here. And with that, we're heading into the game. This is going to be the last match of the night between Team Sky Kings and Team Sleep Tight.
To Mobile Legends.
If I
5 seconds till the enemy reaches
And there
the
it
battlefield.
goes.
Smash them.
Yo, there they
All
come
troops deployed.
into the land of dark. Still tight against Sky Kings. Sky Kings coming back from a loss. We will see if they will be able to make it work or not. So far though, it might be very possible to see a lot more stuff happening here tonight, because we're going to see Popol and Koopa playing the jungle here. Really interesting. We don't really see that thing happening quite often. And with that, here we go. The Farsa targeting Joy Boy right now. Joy Boy in some really deep trouble. On the other side, we do understand that we're going to see the Hylos cutting down the lane as well. Very aggressive play coming in from the blue side. Meanwhile, Sky Kings have been struggling quite a lot. They did lose the last game as well. They need to be focusing here. And Super Surprise and will be ready to get away, but it seems like he got stunned. And there comes another one onto DD. And DD will get taken down first by the hands of Johan. Joy Boy might be the one up next. There is the ultimate, and with that, he gets knocked off. He gets stunned. He might get taken down. Double kill, turning into a triple. Might look for a maniac in the first 2 minutes of the match. What is happening here? Team Sky Kings falling down left and right like dominoes. Seems like this could be a very bad day here for Sky Kings, as they're about to lose 2 in a row. Snowball that the side of Team Night Sleep needs, Sleep Tight needs, is going into their hands. And it's looking really hard right now for them to make comeback happen. But oh my god, they're going really heavily. Wait a minute. My phone got maximum collision.
Red team has slain the turtle. Blue team hero has red team hero has been slain. Hero has been slain. Hero has been slain. Red team hero has been slain. Red team hero has been slain. Red team turret has been destroyed. Red team hero has been slain. Hero has been slain.
And after a short break, we're back again. Okay, it seems like the SOD did connect onto Gamer XD, and he will get taken down in the mid lane. And with that, in the bottom lane side, we do see that the carry is trying to push down the minions. Will it work or will it not? So far, it seems like the Lucas might get caught here, get stunned. A little bit late, and Joy Boy arrives in. Okay. Team does not have enough reach to unlock the beast form. There comes the Feather Airstrike, and with that, another comeback happening, and the glorious pathway has been placed as well. They're going in heavily onto the carry. Carry might not be able to escape, and there comes the far side. With that, there comes the parry. Carry getting taken down. Lucas wants to go in for more. Does have a lot of sustain yet, and will it be enough? No, he doesn't. As the far side, okay, he's still able to get one kill there though. But now it might be trouble for him as he might get taken down. Turtle already secured on the other side of the map by the Popol. And Popol wants to go in for the push. Diddy will get taken down. And Popol, there he goes. Trying to go for the push. Hey, SOD right on the face, but still misses out. That's interesting. And there comes the ejector play from the Joy Boy, the Jawhead, and there it goes. Oh, 1 HP, but not able to escape. As there it goes, the Moscow taking down members left and right. Johan will get super Spryzen. And with this, the team on the blue side have been able to do quite a lot. Very good so far. They're able to take down the mid lane as well, and they're going for the push. And oh my god, structures falling left and right. No, oh my god, Diddy coming in with a flash combo. We'll be able to get a lot of members in that, and double kill for Diddy. And with that, Moscow trying to push down the minions, not able to do so. And it seems like Moscow might be getting caught here, and there it goes, the Moscow falling down. Farsa will fall as well. Members might be a complete wipeout, and there it goes, a missile arrow, and it's a wiped out by Team Sky Kings. Sky Kings able to get 5 members down, and now they get themselves rolling. They want to go for the minions, they want to go for the base. Will they be able to do so? They're going for the inhibit, at least for the tier 2, and they will definitely try to get that here. But oh, there goes the Wolf trying to arrive, trying to get them down. Joy Boy on the target here. There comes the SOD, and the Moscow will get 1 kill. Gets stunned though. Carry wants to go in, it seems. Farsa. Oh, the Selena wants to back off. Farsa has arrived. Backup has arrived. And with that, Moscow will get 1 kill. Might be able to get down 1 more. But okay, 1 HP escape there. Very lucky indeed. But now though, okay, Glorious Boundary has been placed. Badan really slowed down. Will be able to get away though. And Lucas comes into the backline once again with a flash combo. Will take down Florade, the main target. The main guy who has been creating havoc for the enemy side. And with that, we see that the Popol has shifted his attention onto the turtle. He knows they're not ahead by a lot of goals, so he wants to take down. And with that, he'll be able to get an easy turtle here. No trouble coming in, and but with that, the arrow connects onto the high loss. High loss. There comes the Saturday strike to throw him away. Johan wants to go in, and there it goes. And it will be Gamer before him once again, and the team fight is broken out. They're sustaining a lot. There comes the backline as well. Being thrown here, will the ejector will be the Johan, and with that into the backline there with the Moscow getting 1 kill, will get stunned, will get taken down as well. Double kill for the carry. On the side, Joy Boy will get taken down as well. 3-4-2 is the trade that's happened. And with that trade, we do understand that right now, if we look at the gold, it's still okay, but they have the side of the Night Suit has got a lot more turrets, and with that, Farsa falls down as well. Overextension for the part of the tight. Now, this time around, we do need to understand that with that, there it goes. Getting thrown away with the ejector. Now the right play here, and that will be something that they will regret. But okay, Gamer Ace be able to recover from that. Meanwhile though, if we take a look at the kill score, it's 19-20. A lot of brawl going around here. A lot of focus, but a lot of brawl as well. Oh my goodness, the gets thrown, might get taken down as well. Johan was able to get killed with super spike and comes back. And now they have the opportunity to make it count. Okay, the backlines with the flicker as well. Moskov will not be able to take down anyone, but he deals the damage, and there it goes. Glorious Boundary in place as well. They want to take down the members 1 by 1. The high loss is chasing down. The bird showing the recalls right on their faces. They want to go for the end. Look at the minions. A lot of minions here. Lucas wants to go in for 3v1. Is it possible for him? No, he does not, as the Moskov is dealing a lot of damage. But there's also carry will get taken down here. Shutdown secured by the high loss. And now they can go for the end. Minions pouring in left and right. Abyssal Arrow connects as well. Only onto the high loss. And there it goes into the backlines. Look at that. They want to take down the Moskov, but will get taken down instantly by himself. And with that, minions already stacked into the mid lane. They can take down the mid lane quite easily. And with that, the minions are coming in as well. Yep, and now we see SOD misses out once again, getting thrown with ejected play. Doesn't have a lot of HP to escape, but there comes the Selena. The wrong idea to go in, and with that, the Selena will be getting taken down by Moskov. Moskov coming in. Oh, good fist crack. Not enough backup though. And Johan will get that kill on the Super Micro. Oh, Lucas comes in and he will get that kill. Blast combo. He still has it, but the Johan on the purple will be getting the better of him, will get pushed away, but they want to go in for the minions. They don't care about anything. They want to win this match, and there they go. They don't have enough minions though, but the minions will be coming in from the bottom side. So now though, they will be trying to clear out all the minions. So anything can happen. Lord coming already, and with that, they're going for the end. Sky Kings will not be able to defend, it seems, as all the members are down, and with that,
Victory!
and with that, we'll be this is over for tonight, but we'll be coming back with more matches tomorrow, so stay tuned on the JOYTIME Cup. Bye bye, good night.
What shadows will I find lurking in your reflection? Swift and deadly. Mirror waltz. Your move. Pierce through. Shadow, guide my blades. Sharp as the truth. Care to dance?